My wife's prenup ended with her being homeless. I'm a 50-year-old man, and I recently found out that my wife, 49, and the woman I've been married to for over 20 years was having an affair. I was completely devastated. That betrayal cut deeper than anything I've ever experienced. And I've since started divorce proceedings. Obviously, this has been incredibly hard on our 4 children. But the truth is simple. I cannot spend the rest of my life with someone I can't trust. Before we got married, her family had money and demanded that I sign a prenup. I had no issue with it. But over the years, their fortune disappeared due to bad investments and lawsuits. My wife was a stay-at-home mom for most of our marriage, and now our youngest is 19. Because of the prenup, she isn't entitled to alimony. The only thing we jointly own is our house. Paid off, yes, but she won't be able to afford the upkeep or HOA fees. In short, she's going to be left with very little, and I have no intention of offering any type of support. Since being served the divorce papers, my wife has been trying to manipulate the situation by getting the kids involved. We have 2 sons, 23 and 21, and 2 daughters, 25 and 19. She's been pleading with them to get me to stop the divorce and try counseling. After I made it clear I wasn't interested in wasting more of my life on someone who betrayed me, most of the kids backed off, all except Christy, our oldest. She's very close to her mother and can't imagine a life where her parents aren't together. She insists her mother realizes her mistake and wants to make things right. She told me I owed it to the family to fix this. I told her, calmly but firmly, that it wasn't her place to make those demands. Since then, the only time she contacts me is to cry and beg me not to destroy the family. I understand that this is hard on her, and I even offered to pay for therapy. But she told me there wouldn't be anything to cope with if I wasn't trying to divorce her mother, because Christy has refused therapy and continues to act emotionally irrational. I've chosen to limit contact with her until the divorce is finalized. My other kids have said that her behavior is getting worse. Later, I tried to talk to her directly. I calmly explained that what's happening between her mother and me is not her fault, but I can't go back to someone who lied to me in such a deep, calculated way. I try to be forgiving, but I will not tolerate deception from people who are supposed to love me. Still, she broke down again and begged me to reconsider. I said no and went no contact with her again until 2 days before my daughter Jane's birthday. I texted Christy and her mother asking them not to bring up the divorce. They didn't respond. At the birthday, things were tense but manageable, until my wife gave a passive-aggressive speech about how important family is. My son, Jack, called her out for making it about herself, and then Jane dropped a bombshell. Christy didn't just know about the affair, she helped cover it up. There was a huge fight. I left heartbroken all over again. It's one thing to be betrayed by your wife. It's another to be betrayed by your daughter. I knew she was closer to her mother, and I accepted that. But this, I don't know what I did to deserve that level of disloyalty. And now, I'm resolved to go full no contact with Christy, until after the divorce.